Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash building video. Since the last episode, I have stripped back pretty much all of the block design that I started to make in the last episode, and I've just kept this background apart from the pulses to white with the black strips in the background, because instead of having them on one long pulse, I want to incorporate them with the other pulses that are going to be going on in this part. I tried to make pulses last episode, it didn't go very well, so I didn't show any of that process. I just showed what happened at the end, which was disgusting, as you saw. Before I do that, I want to tweak the beginning slightly to fix the reform effect in the background, which I'm going to do right now. When these objects come together, it looks a bit too blocky and not random enough for my liking. So, what I need to do is go to layer 10, because that's where the blocks are, take off preview mode, and I want to select a couple of random columns and rows and just flip them around. So I'm going to take this strip, I'm going to take this strip, flip that. I'm going to take another couple of random rows like so, flip them around. I might even take big columns like that and just flip them like so, horizontally. I'm even going to select like half a row like that, just random boxes in the middle, and just keep on flipping them over and over again, just to randomize it a little bit more. So hopefully when I play this now, this should be a lot more random when it comes together. Yeah. That is better. I need to make sure you can actually die in the beginning as well. That's probably a good idea. I'm just going to use some invisible saws for this. Just slot them in places that you would normally be able to skip, like so. The last time I tried to decorate this, I kind of jumped the gun with structuring. So I kind of want to make sure I have all of that in place before I make any blocks. I want to make sure I have varied slopes and just different types of structures right here. That's kind of creative. I like that. I tried to connect those two structures, but it doesn't really work, so I'm going to keep them separate and just do two pillars like so. This is going to be interesting because it's kind of reminiscent of my structuring in Come Back to Earth. That's cool. How I've aligned the slabs on top of the block. Awesome. This slope used to be an upside down V shape, but looking at the shape of the curve that the player goes through when they hit the green orb, I kind of like how this looks instead by extending the platform and adding spikes on the right hand side. What is this? Why have I added that to the structure? That is so pointless. That's better. Awesome. I'm getting a bit adventurous with the gameplay. I've squeezed in a timing with the spikes right here. Not sure what to think about this because these slopes kind of stick out on the edge right there. We'll give this a little tap tap tap. Put it in the middle of that block. Wait a minute. Hold on. I want to see, just for fun, if I can do something real quick. I'll hold this dash orb and see if I can drop through in between the saw and the spike onto the platform. Oh my... No way. No way. Okay, I'm gonna have to put something there to fix that. So I'm playing from 0 to check the structures are all in place, just because with the start position sometimes the window starts too far up or down, so you don't get a real sense of how the structures are showing. That looks fine to me. I want to make some proper pulses that aren't done in a stupid way. So I need to find the overlay. Need to find out what color it's on. Color 9. Splendid. We'll make a pulse trigger up here, just for that color channel. We're not assigning different groups to the different layers of the overlay this time, because that was idiotic. Let's do a 1 and 2, and then let's select color 9 again. Increase the brightness by 0.2, and increase the hue by like 30 maybe. Then we select an object in the background, that's color 4. We're just going to find the original pulse trigger, copy it, and apply it to color channel 4 instead. But instead, I'm going to make that twice as long. So for every 2 of these first pulse triggers, there's going to be a second one for the one in the background. So when I align this, these two duration lines should be pretty much nigh on the same. We'll do the same for color 3, which is the blending screen overlay. These lines are on color channel 7. Okay, 7 can copy the properties of the first pulse trigger we made, but instead they're going to white instead of that weird pinky color. Uh-oh. Why is the whole thing going like that? Oh no. So this pulse trigger is affecting our black overlay that's going on top of the glow. So what I need to do is assign a different group to these lines. So group 189 it is. Okay, so I finished my base concept for these pulses. I think they look pretty good for now. They make the level look a lot more pink and fresh. Boom, and then there's a nice transition out as well. I need to change the timings of them all, but for now I'm happy with them. I can work with these. I hate to say it, but this object is getting removed. It had bugs with jumping off of the slope, and while I'm at it, I'm also going to select all of this and just untick glow because that was annoying. I think for now I'm going to take a break while I think of some design ideas. But I'm very satisfied of how I've been able to redeem this part. I'm liking the new pulses. They're not insane. They're not too crazy, so I'm glad. Maybe I could change the hue on color 4 a little bit though before I round off this part of the video. I think that background pink was a little bit too much. Yeah. I prefer this, I think. Alright, it's time to make a couple of base designs in this part and add a little bit of air decoration, and then I'll end off the video. Going to layer 16 right now and copying the values of this block so I can paste the color onto the new structures I'm going to make right here. Just around the outside edges. I'm not filling in the inside. I just want to make a little edge of the block for now, and then I'll make a different design for the inside. Now on the top edges of these blocks, I need to start formatting some outlines. I have no idea how I'm going to structure this one. And right here, we should be done with those outlines as long as they are on the right layer. Just running a clean sweep of all the objects that aren't needed on editor layer 0. And I've noticed a mistake. Yeah. Alright, let me fix this in a world record pace. Boom! That was so fast. Now you have to like and subscribe. Now on editor layer 4, I'm going to add some glow. There is a brand new pulse in town for color channel 2. This is not getting plus 30. It's only getting a plus 20 boost. I think on these timings, in fact, I might change this to 1 and 2 again. And this is going towards some T3 glow that's lining the top of these objects within these outlines. Then I'm going to have to do some corner glow wizardry for these objects on the very edge on these slopes. Uh-oh. I have no idea how this is going to work. Boom. All of that glow is done. I'm still not sure about this. I think this is kind of ugly. In fact, yeah, this is getting gone. On T1, 1, below all of these objects that I've just formatted, I'm going to be adding some low opacity black glow. These pieces of glow are half opacity to be precise. I'll deal with the slopes later. I'm just going to do the main blocks for now. So for the main blocks, I was using this version of the glow, but for the slopes, I'm going to be using the slightly smaller version, and it's just going to be tucked in by 2 blocks either way. So for example, this block, paste the state, 2 down, 2 inwards. Boom. Quick change of plan. I've just filled in all of these spaces that I left earlier, and you'll see why right now. I'm gonna have to redo these blocks because as you can see, there's clearly a slope there, and I just haven't bothered to format that yet. Alright, all done. Now this is going on layer 6. Let me fix these blocks real quick. Just copy the values, delete, and then make a slope like that. Then make a slope right here, and this is going on layer 6. Boom. Alright, so all of this glow is on T12. I need to make sure that all of these objects on editor layer 6 are on T11. Then all of these objects, I think, can have the group 1 treatment, which makes them go invisible. So now underneath all of these object outlines, there's a little bit of a shadow, which I'm going to be intensifying with some more darkening glow. By the way, I fixed these outlines because when I was changing all of the objects to group 1, I didn't realize that these slopes were meant to be part of the top outline. While I'm at it, I'm also going to change some of these outlines of these blocks to make them a little bit more interesting, because I do like how that looks dangling off the edge. Back to these objects anyway. So, I want to make these objects a little bit lower than T11 now. Maybe, you know what, T1 minus 1 will do. Then on T11, I'm going to be adding some black glow that gives this a little bit more shading. So this is going to be on full opacity black, scaled up like that. Then I just need to wiggle it into place. I got it wrong. It needs to be half opacity black. There we go. That's much more appealing to look at. And I've already noticed a big mistake with some of my structuring. So again, I'm going to have to fix the outlines and stuff. Yay! Now back to the glow situation. We've got our half opacity layer right here. Then I'm slipping on a normal piece which also has half opacity black and just lining it again, making sure the whole thing is on T11. It's official. I've decided on what this slope looks like. I've added the glow on, it looks good. Instead of having it awkwardly sitting on the top, I've added it on the top and bottom. I whacked on a bit of a different edge, and I think it looks the best it's ever looked so far, so I'm happy with it. It's staying like that. Boom, this is looking awesome. Nice and shaded. It's so much better than the first block design I tried to make. I'm going to play that from 0% just to see how it links in. I will be making that transition a little bit more smooth next episode with the outlines coming in and whatnot, since the first part has no outlines and this part has some very bright white outlines. I need to fix that. Yeah, I think I've done a good job here. A new addition is this little object on the inside of these outlines right here. Whenever there's like a set of spikes or a couple of slabs, I've put this little block in. I didn't want to overuse it because it could get quite clustered quite quickly, but I think it looks good the way it is. I'll show you in normal mode real quick. I'm from 0, I forgot. Boom! I think that adds a lot, even though it's quite subtle. That's awesome. It adds to the space feel, I think, because I've always associated those blocks with like a space themed level. I want to make a little arrow piece before I finish this video. I put an arrow and a chain like so, and then put a small glow piece right here, half space it into the middle, put the same glow again, copy it, and then make a large scale version. Boom. Okay, those have been placed. Selecting the whole level, putting don't fade, don't enter, don't glow. Then we'll save and play. Here we go. This is what the level currently looks like in its fullest from the very beginning. I'm still proud of the beginning. This needs a lot of work. I need to tamper with the colors, some more shading on the edges of these blocks, but I like what I've got so far. Obviously the design isn't done. That's just a base for what's to come. But thank you for watching this building video. Let me know in the comments what you think of me making progress in between videos. I might be doing that just to speed up the process of building this level, because a lot of effort is being put in to make sure it's the best it can possibly be. But yeah, check the links in the description down below. You'll find my Instagram, you'll find my Twitter, you'll find my Discord server. Leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.